Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Parasier and thank you for joining me for your online workout. Today's focus, the stairs. Of course, I'm making an assumption that you're already properly warmed up. For those of you who have any underlying chronic health conditions, just be mindful. We're gonna start with a lower body series and then we're gonna add a little bit of an upper body series and then we'll get you out of here. So when you're ready, come on up with me. You're gonna place one foot up on the stairs. If you'd like, you're gonna put your hand up on the banister, nice and tall. I want you to give me a little shoulder roll. Think roughly the size of an orange under the chin. Shoulder blades are relaxed, ribs are slightly tucked in. Activate both booties. And our first exercise is gonna be a one leg squat. So again, using that banister for balance or not, I suggest starting with it. So then we're just gonna bend that one leg. What we're gonna do is that leg is gonna step forward. It's gonna sweep back to activate the glutes. Then we're gonna stand up, drive the knee into the chest. Are we ready for this? Here we go. Down, sweep, up. Breathing in, breathing out, and up. In, breathing out, and up. Now notice how my foot is activated. Traditionally, when we do a ballet or a bar-inspired workout, we tend to point our toes. But over time, that actually shortens up our calf muscles, and then later in life, that will affect our walking pattern. We're gonna do a few more like this. Then we're gonna add a couple more exercises and do the other side. Are we ready for this? Last one all the way through. Excellent, stand up. Place the feet next to each other, slightly rotate the one foot out, bend the leg you're standing on, and then just on an angle or a diagonal, push that leg on it, again, not straight back, but more of a diagonal. That way there, we're getting into the glute medius. We're also getting into the glute maximus. Teaching stability in the leg you're standing on. Hand to the hip if you'd like. Remember to breathe. You're looking good, folks. We have two more like this. Then we're gonna have a little sweep to the front, and then we're gonna add a hip dip. All right, you ready? This time, point your toe because it feels a little more natural. And again, a little bit of a diagonal, slight rotation in that hip so that you can see the arch of your foot. Same thing, reset that body. So think about your head placement, your shoulder blade placement. Those abdominals are nice and strong, and the leg you're standing on, that knee, is slightly bent. We're gonna do two more like this, and then we're gonna do a hip dip. Finish it. Hip dip, activate your foot. The leg you're standing on is straight. Dip the foot down, and then pull it up. Keep going, and I'm gonna show you what this looks like on a bit of a diagonal for those of you who have a hard time seeing this. So notice my knee of the leg I'm standing on is not bending. Ooh, how's that feeling, folks? I'm going back to my position. So a little hip dip, that strengthens those deep little muscles around the head of the top of the femur bone. The femur being the biggest bone in your body, and that's the bone that's in your thigh. One more all the way through, we're gonna do the other side. Ooh, wiggle everything out. Take it over to the other side, hand to the bar. Let's set that up, body up. Let's practice once. So we bend that knee, you go as deep as you can, leg goes forward, we sweep it back to activate the glutes, we stand back up. Here we go. Now remember, this can be done at your own tempo. I suggest a little bit slower because then you can really properly isolate those muscles. And I really appreciate you making time to be here today. It's so important to stay physically active. Whew. Looking good, folks. We've got about 4 more left here. In 3. Last 2. Then we're gonna do that little external rotation, last one all the way through. And then stand up, little external rotation, and then press out in a diagonal. Notice I've added a little bend in my knee. Whew. Hands can be right at your side. That'll really challenge the balance. Or like I said, leave your hand on the banister. We've got about 3 more left like this. 2, and then we're gonna go to the front. Last one. Here we go, point the toe, a little bit of rotation in the hip, and then breathe out, up. Reset that body. Breathing out. Breathing out. Nice job, everyone. Linking that breath, thinking about that core as you're pressing up. We've got 2 more like this, and we're gonna go to the hip dips. Last one. Excellent. Activate that foot. Little micro bend in the knee. Drop the hip as far as it will let you go and then pull it back up. Do that again. Let me show you on an angle while you keep moving. So I'm dipping the hip and I'm strengthening the muscle. Not this side, but on the other side, but showing you for camera. Muscles right around the hips. Going back to where I was. 2 more like this. Then we're gonna go on the stairs, last one. All right, you get to sit down, but not because you're taking a break. We're gonna do triceps, and then we're gonna do actually a face-up plank, or in Pilates, we call it a leg pull. So, option right here, keep the elbows tucked close to the side of your body. Now, before we get started, actually, be very mindful of the muscles in the front of the shoulders and also the muscles around your neck. You choose to go as deep as you want to go. So option number 1, we dingle dangle right to the front of our step, slightly squeeze the step with your fingertips, bending the elbows, maybe sit right into the step and then come on back up. If you're going, Jess, I need more. Straighten the legs out. Notice my knees were bent. Now I sit down, I come back up. If you go, that's not enough for me. Walk even more forward, but be mindful of your shoulders and notice I bent my knees to help just protect my body. So I'm assuming you're moving. I'm gonna go back to the easier option. Keep it going. Now, if you're in the easier option, you're not gonna get the same range of motion as you would if you were moving forward, but something is better than doing nothing. Excellent job, everyone. 2 more. Finish it up. Last one. Then sit down on the steps. You're gonna hold a bowl of soup. You're gonna lay back on your elbows. This is gonna be a fun shot. Ready? First one, you're gonna bring your feet together and you lift the hips up. That's option number 1. Option number 2, stay right where you are. I straighten the legs out. I lift myself up. Now, normally I would put my head back around the size of an orange, but I wanna connect with you, so this is where I am right now. Option number 3, I lift, I point, I flex, I come back down. I do that again, up. Now, some of you have been holding this for a while. I'm gonna do 2 more like this, and then we're gonna call it a day. Last one. Finish it up and point, and down, and oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me. You did an excellent job.